Okay, so today we will be seeing how to calculate the first function first for these two questions. Okay, so we will be starting with this question, and after solving that we will be doing this question. Okay, so for how do we calculate the first function? So we will be starting with this question. So what I need to calculate is basically the first of s. So first of s, so there are two production rules in this s. What are the two production rules? The first production rule is s tends to a b, and the second production rule is nothing but s tends to b b b a, right? So if I calculate the first of s, tell me in the first position of this production rule what is lying? It is nothing but a. So first of s will be basically first of a. Why first of a? Because a is a capital letter. So if you have a capital letter, then you need to calculate the first of a. Union, okay, union c. In this second production rule, what is lying in the first position? It is capital B. So it is basically first of capital B. Now, so I have to solve this thing. I will be solving it later. Okay. Now, if I calculate C, A tends to null and B tends to null. Okay. So if I calculate the first of A, if I calculate the first of A, what I will be getting? I will be getting basically in the first of A, I am getting null over here. So first of A will have null. Next, if I calculate the first of B, what I will be getting? So in B, what I have in the first position, it is null. So first of B will be nothing but null. Now I need to calculate the first of S. But see one more thing. One more thing. First of A union first of B. What is first of A? It is null, and first of B is also null. But see one thing. There is one thing called A tends to null, and there is also one thing called B tends to null. So if I substitute null over here, in place of A if I substitute null, and in place of B if I substitute null, what I will be getting? Let's see. So here, see one thing. S tends to A, B, right? This is what it is. So let's say if I substitute null over here, not over here but only over here. So if I substitute A tends to null like this, so what I will be getting? S tends to null A, B, right? Okay. So null A, B. So it will finally boil down to what? S tends to A, B. Now if I calculate the first of S, what it is? What is lying in the first position? It is small a. So we also need to have first of small a, right? Now for this I have done. Now for this production rule, S tends to B, A. S tends to B, A. And here if I substitute B tends to null, not A tends to null, but B tends to null. If I substitute it over here, this position, the first position, so what I will be getting? S tends to null B, A. Now S tends to B, A, right? Obviously. Now if I see what is in the first position of S, it is nothing but small b. So it will be union first of small b, right? Now see one thing. Let's remove all of this. Tell me what is the first of A? It is nothing but null. Tell me what is the first of B? It is also nothing but null. Tell me what is the first of small a? Small a is a small letter. Obviously it is a small letter, right? So it will be directly included in the first set. And it is also a small letter. So it will also be directly included in the first set. So what will be the first of S? It will be basically null A and small b. Got it? So that's how we calculate the first when there are null productions. Always, whenever you are calculating the first function of a production rule, if you see any production rule has a what do you say, null, then you need to substitute that null in order to check whether we can get more first, right? That which I did, right? I saw that A has also null, B has also null. So what I did, basically I substituted null in over here and this null over here so that I can get more first, right? So obviously every time when you are calculating the first, you need to if you see null, then you need to substitute that null over here, okay, so that you can get more first like this. If I have not substituted null over here, then I would have got first of S as only null. But if I have substituted A tends to null over here and B tends to null over here, that's why I've got small a and small b in my first set. Okay, end of discussion. Let's move to this. So this one is done. Now let's move to this question. Okay, so we are calculating the first of S. Okay, so see, first of S. So there are three production rule in S. One is S tends to ACB, second is S tends to CBB, the third is S tends to BA, right? Okay. Now see one thing. If I calculate the first of S, so in this production rule, what is in the first position? It is capital A. So first of S will be first of capital A union. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is capital C. So it will be first of capital C union. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is capital B. So it will be first of capital B. Okay, now I will be calculating the first of A. I will not be doing this now, okay, because I also cannot do this now. Why? Because all of these are capital letters. So capital letter means non-terminal. So I need to calculate their first. Okay, their first as well. Then only I can calculate the first of S. Now I will be calculating the first of A. Okay, so what is in the, there are two production rules from A. The two production rules are A tends to DA and another is A tends to BC, right? So see one thing. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is small d, so it will be first of small d union. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is capital B, so it will be first of capital B. Okay, now I will be calculating for first of B and first of C like this. So first of B, let's see. What is in the first position? There are two production rules, right? One is B tends to G and another is B tends to null. So in this production rule, what is in the first position? It is G. So it will be first of G union. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is null. So it will be first of null. Okay. Okay. So now let's check for this. So it will be nothing but first of G union first of null. So it will be G and null, right? Okay. Now let's check for C tends to AG. So if I write first of C, so for, what are the two production rule? One is C tends to H and another is C tends to null. So in this production rule, what is in the first position? It is small h. So it will be first of small h union. In this production rule, what is in the first position? It is null. So it will be first of null. So it will be ultimately h and null. Okay. Now I will be calculating the first of A. Right? I will be calculating the first of A. So it will be first of D. So first of D is nothing but D union. First of B. What is first of B? It is G and null. So G and null. So it will be finally D, G, null. Okay, now first of S. First of A union first of C union first of B. Now see one thing. There are two production rules. One is B tends to null, right? This one, and C tends to null, this one. So these two are of utmost importance. B tends to null and C tends to null, because I will be substituting them for getting more production rules, right? See, if I apply B tends to null is over here, okay? So because S has three production rules, right? So see one thing clearly. The three production rules are S tends to ACB, S tends to CBB, and S tends to BA, right? See, so if I apply, where it is, B tends to null, right? B tends to null. So what I will be getting is over here in the first position only, nowhere else. So S tends to null A. That means S tends to small a. Now first of S will be what? First of A, because A is in the first position. So union first of small a. Okay. Now see one thing. Now see one more thing. There is one more production rule, which is C tends to null. So let me check in which of the production rules capital C is there in the first position. So in this production rule, capital C is there in the first position. S tends to C small b capital B. Now if I apply C tends to null, so it will be S tends to null B capital B. So this boils down to S tends to B capital B. Now what will be first of S? Small b is lying in the first position, so it will be union first of B. So what this will ultimately be? Tell me. So if I write over here, I don't know whether you are able to see this or not. Okay, I think it is hard to see. Let me move the camera. Yep. Yeah, I think this is okay. Perfect. So what is first of A? What is first of capital A? So first of capital A is D, G and null. Is it visible? Okay. it is nothing but D, G and null. Yep. So it is nothing but D, G and null. First of is first of capital A, which is nothing but D, G, null. Union. What is first of capital C? First of capital C is H and null. H, null. Union. What is first of capital B? First of capital B is nothing but G and null. Okay. Next, first of small a, right? It is small a. So first of small a will be nothing but small a only. Union. First of small b. So it will also be small b only. So if I do the union of all this, what I will be getting? D, G, null, H. Null won't be used again because we are taking the union. Okay, next G null, no worries, A and B. A and B. So this is basically nothing but the first of S. So always if you see something like this, C tends to null or B tends to null, do apply it in the production rule. That's what I wanted to say. D, G, epsilon, H, A, B. This is the first of S. Thank you for watching.